Everybody keeps muting me, unmuting me. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, a little bit of coffee. It is Monday, March 23rd. So much to talk about today. The ups and downs of the United States weather, on and on and on. Today, we're going to have a fun topic. We're going to talk about remakes of movies, the originals and the today's version. All coming up today on a little bit of coffee.
Hey man, it's time to wake up, man. Get your butt out of bed, bro.
What time is it?
It's time to go hang out with the road crew.
What time is it?
It's 7 a.m., man. 7 a.m.
Oh, man.
It's time for a little bit of coffee, man.
I'm going back to bed.
Come on, get up. Come on. Come on.
Everybody, it's Monday morning. You know what that means. It's time to get down with a little bit of coffee crew. As always, let's get these introductions underway. Coming in at 4'2", he is the old fool that is so cool. Give it up for our wise man, the one, the only, DJ Pappy. And then you've got our special guest, the one that always comes in with those positive vibes, making us feel all that jive. He is Starkey. And then, of course, you got me, the host with the most, the TURTLE, always imitated, never duplicated, Turtle. Welcome into a little bit of coffee, everybody. We got the flow. Press play and let it. I guess we all made it today. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Phenomenal. Shortcuts even. Look at that.
We got to kick it off right. First off, Starkey is taking an unannounced leave of absence. He has had some things going on with his health and other things, and so he's going to be taking a leave of absence for a little while from us. Starkey, we wish you the best of getting better. Regardless of Turtle, it's all yours. I'll let you take over.
Good. It's about time. I'm tired of hearing you talk, man. I hear you talk all daggone week long. We in the meetings all
I don't
week
even
long.
want to talk.
I hear blah, 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 blah. You as loud as the daggone weather. You understand? It's wishy-washy. It's blowing. Yeah, exactly. I don't know about y'all, but the weather has been insane. I mean, yesterday was 85 degrees. Today, our high is 40. Day before yesterday, it was 60. Day before that, it was 33. What on earth is going on? There have been walls of storms hitting everybody. You got snowstorms up north, tornadoes and whatnot in the Midwest where we're at. You got the ocean acting all crazy down by y'all in Georgia and Florida and everything. What on earth is going on, man?
I think Mother Nature has menopause or something. She's going crazy.
Just a little bit. just a little bit. Man, I tell you what. I've not prayed so much to God as I have over the last week because of the storms. The storms have been heavy. They've been harsh. And our prayers are with everybody that got affected by everything, whether it be the blizzards or the tornadoes or the hard, severe weather. Our prayers are with you. Just know that all your little people are okay. We had our floaties on. We had our little duck in our tubes. We were floating down the river and we were having fun. So we're okay. The only thing we were missing was a daggone parachute so we can go jet skiing, or not jet skiing. What do you call that? Parasailing. But yeah, so how's weather been by you, Pappy? I know that you and I are not too far away, so I would assume that it's about the same.
The weather here has been tremendous. The day yesterday, 80 degrees, sitting on the back deck. Actually got a sunburn on the back of the neck from sitting on the deck. And yesterday was another perfect day. A little windy. But the weather was perfect. I think we're out to have another perfect day again today. So that's my local weather. And back to you.
Right on, man. How about you, Shortcut? How's it been down there by you?
Been doing good. Well, I mean, they had a bad storm a couple of days ago. This whole front line was solid packed. Full. I mean, it didn't look bad. But when I started listening to it, I mean, that little storm, that little front that was coming through behind all that rain and everything was just packed full of tornadoes and all kinds of craziness. Luckily, I missed it. I was asleep through all of it. And
he said I slept through everything. Boy, you could have flown away to Kansas or the Wizard of Oz. I wouldn't have even known it.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, oh man, you know what? Talking about Wizard of Oz and all that, we're gonna be talking movie remakes today, and I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Right.
Later on this morning for our main topic. But right now, let's continue on this. Weather-wise, here in southern Indiana, we got hit with a wall of rain, then hail, and then we had 26 tornadoes in one day,
Holy cow.
reaching from Minnesota down to Houston. And it was one big wall rushing at us. The Midwest had 26 tornadoes within a matter of, I think it was 8 different states in a line up and down.
Right.
And as soon as it got to us, I was praying my butt off. I was like, God, do me a favor. I understand it's weather. Instead of taking anybody, take our crops, take our livestock, take whatever we can regrow. And to God be the glory. Every time it happened, every time it got close to us, those storms just went and completely missed it.
The top half was ice and snow, and the bottom half was what the heck was, And
I
then none of
agree.
it, I was like, I've never seen anything like that ever before. That's crazy.
I agree. Well, you know what? We didn't start our day off right. We normally do our morning prayers when we first start the show. And we need to get that done right.
I got it.
POD, would you mind leading us?
We got to do the pledge first. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Father God, we give you praise in this day. We pray that next week Pappy has a much better hairdo without his hat on than today's. Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for our group. We thank you for such a fun show we got planned today, talking about remakes of movies where we love one another and we are a tight-knit group. Lord, we lay this show at your feet. Let's have some fun. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
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 Tell you what.
Happy, you must have woken up like at 3 to have gotten your hair to look so nice.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a hat, dude. I gotta take it off. And pledge allegiance.
Oh man.
Yeah. When you took it off, it was like, that looks nice.
Yeah. I can't disrespect the Lord of the American flag, so I gotta take the chair off. So,
Crazy, wacky, wild hair day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not bald like the rest of you.
So
What?
how many of
How
you
you gonna
gentlemen
talk
have
about being bald?
caught
That ain't even right. He straight up said, I ain't bald like you two. What?
how
Listen
many
here,
of
Pat.
you have caught a cold out of all this weather change?
Oh my God.
Twice.
I've got
Twice,
one now. It's
unfortunately.
like a touch of a head cold.
Yeah, knock on wood, I haven't got anything like that. So
Here in Pigeon Forge, it's been nuts. We've had it as low as the 30s this week and as high as the high 80s. Yesterday was 86 degrees here. And
Yeah.
Did you say
it was,
midget Forge?
it was
What'd you
that way
say?
here yesterday too.
Did you say midget Forge?
Ha!
I might have. It is Monday morning.
It's very
If I
possible that you did.
Yeah,
We're gonna have
it was
to go
meant
back
be
and replay that.
Pigeon
Where's
Forge.
Midget Forge?
Today's little bit of coffee
Pigeon.
crew has been brought to you by AEIO and you.
Oh man, with the
I'm already
letter or with
what
the
he
number one.
said.
And sometimes
Oh man. You know what? Shortcut, I'm enjoying this because those two down below are freezing on us. You and I got good connection, bro. I mean, people come to see you and me.
Oh,
It is what it
freezing?
is. We got the old man Pappy, we got the old man POD, but realistically, they're here to see you and me. We know this.
I see you guys, man. Absolutely.
if I didn't know any better, I thought it was AI Pappy.
Man,
Yeah.
if I didn't know any better, I'd say these two are trying to get half a day off because they keep popping in and out.
The connections are awful today. Even our female Kelly had wrote in said she couldn't connect, so we didn't have Kelly
Yeah.
today. And then
Yeah, I'm having
little
a-
Mac just said, "I don't want to."
Mac said, I got work. I don't want to do it. Hey, Mac is a hard worker. She busts her butt, but she's got responsibilities. That's understandable. But, oh, hey, you know who I just got a message from?
Who's that?
The same guy that we just said that he's going to take a few days off.
Oh, Starkey?
I just got a message from Starkey.
No kidding.
Wow.
That boy's just as bad as the weather. He can't make up his mind neither.
Make up his mind. What he wants, he's coming or going. Oh,
You need
wow.
to do something about your cousin / brother / whatever he is to you. I mean, your family is over there nuts.
Everybody,
Pappy,
yeah.
you didn't get the memo. Blue shirt, gray.
I didn't.
Oh no, we're not going back to them days. No, we're not
The
going
Blue
back
Man
to the
Group.
matching shirts day. Nope.
It's the Blue Man Group. Oh man, I
All
bet
right,
we could put
so
on one heck of a show compared to them, but that paint would splatter us worse than Smurfs.
Oh, we would be Smurfs crying out loud at our size. So would,
Oh man alive. Well, I'm happy that everybody's safe. I'm happy that, now that the weather has finally gone down a bit, we're about to have the April showers. Hopefully all the nonsense with hard weather is going to slow down. Here's a question for you guys before we go into commercial. We got about 3 minutes before we take a commercial break. I've heard many different scenarios on this and many different opinions. Do you guys believe that we are controlling the weather in the ocean? Do you believe that we have machines out there in the ocean that is creating storms?
I do not. I believe the earth is more mighty than man, and that we have not been able to strap that machine yet. I don't believe that man would want to create the terror these storms create.
What about you, POD? Same question. Do you think that there's something out in the
I'm
ocean that's
on the
causing
fence on
storms?
that one. I'm on the fence on that one. The reason being is most of my friends will tell you, including even you guys, I'm a conspiracy nut, so I want to believe everything. I'm the guy that every conspiracy, I believe. I'm the guy you can convince Elvis is still alive, all that stuff.
Right.
I've seen
He's an
enough
alien
to
living on Mars.
make me. I've seen enough that makes me wonder. The main thing that makes me wonder, don't you find it interesting that I'm from the 1970s generation, and there was a time when you never heard about a hurricane, and now you hear about one every other week during hurricane season. You're gonna tell me all at once it's just the atmosphere and all that that's causing that? Come on. I don't know. There's a part of me that believes it. Yeah.
How about you, Shortcut? And then I'll give my 2 cents on it.
Like POD, I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, I do believe a lot of the conspiracy theories. I don't believe in. It's a conspiracy. Anyway, we're not. It's either somebody got something out there creating all these storms, trying to off half of humanity, which is kind of Dr. Evilish, or we're looking at our last days kind of thing.
I feel that. So honestly, in my opinion, I think that it's a little bit of both. I think that man is trying to mess around with something that we're not supposed to. We throw the things into the tornadoes to find out the strength, to find out what's going on and how they're created. And you got people chasing tornadoes and putting things inside of the wind, okay? Well, that going up into the air is going to cause more of a current because they got fans on it. And you got not thousands, but hundreds of thousands of these things going up into the air. That's going to cause an issue. Well, with that being done, it's causing our atmosphere to say no.
And I think at some point.
Say that again?
Well, it's time for a commercial break.
Well, hang on a minute. Let me finish my thought and we'll go to commercial. Jeez, boss. My, oh my. Anyhow, I think that it's a little bit of both. I do know that they got machines out in the ocean that clean up the ocean. I think that that's got a lot to do with the waves and causing more of the wind. Now that... Ladies and gentlemen, get that coffee refilled. When we come back, it's time to talk March Madness, baby. Don't go nowhere.
Crypto is loud, confusing, and moving way too fast for most people. That is why I built CoinOps, a clean, disciplined way to actually understand what is going on out there. On weekdays over on TikTok, TikTok.com @CoinOpsHQ, I hit the crypto news. Fast, focused updates that show you what changed, why it matters, and how it fits into the bigger picture. No hype, no drama, just sharp signals in about a minute. On YouTube, we slow it down and go deep once a week. That's youtube.com CoinOpsHQ. This isn't headlines, this is real crypto education. It's built so you can actually learn the structure behind the market. And everything connects on the CoinOps website, CoinOpsHQ.com, the hub for all things CoinOps. One place to plug into the news, the education, and the full system. This is CoinOps.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome in. You have reached the Midget's Card Show. I am the Midget, and we have everything from base set all the way up into modern day age cards. Not only cards, but we've also got posters, we've got slabs, we've got everything you need of Pokemon and so much more. Make sure you come in and get your supplies today. You don't want to miss out. We will see you there.
Welcome back.
Hey,
If you're just now joining us, we are coming back from commercial break. We were talking about weather, and you know what time it is? We did all of our introductions. We all know who each other is, but it's time to talk God's greatest creation in sports. It's March Madness, baby. Hit my intro.
Man, look, see, hey, you just
Hit
bring
my
it down a
intro.
little bit. Bring it down.
Man, I love that intro music right there. Look at that. That video is all great. Our editor, Terry, made that logo. It is an amazing turtle shell with Shell Yes Sports for me. I love it. Welcome in, everybody. It's a beautiful Monday morning. It's March 23rd. And guess what? And we are down to the sweet 16. After we were done with March Madness talking, we're going to talk what me and POD love to talk about, being the WNBA. But first things first.
They're back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They finally got a contract.
they finally got the thing done. I mean, I tell you what, we are going to have a season, and I'm so excited about that. Talk about wiping the sweat off your brow and worrying about it not happening. Boy, oh boy. Let me talk to you a little bit about March Madness real quick. I told you guys there's going to be upsets. Now, my bracket got screwed up very first week. I told you I thought Villanova was going to win it. They lost first round. My bracket's screwed. It's all gone. But let me tell you about this upset yesterday. 1 point upset down to the wire, all the way down to the last second. Number 1, Florida. Thank you, Lord. I can't stand the Gators. I don't like the Gators. I do not like Florida whatsoever. Miami, all of them. The only team I like is the Bearcats. We didn't make any of the brackets. We decided not to. That's fine. But Iowa, number ranked 9 Iowa. Thank you so much for hitting that buzzer beater to win 73-72 against them Florida Gators. Oh, baby, number 9 beating number 1. That was great. Not only that upset did we have, well, another one of my teams lost that I said it was going to be a sleeper. Gonzaga got whooped by Texas. Every time that you hear Texas, you think football. No, not this year. It's basketball. They are ranked number 11 and beat Gonzaga at number 3. Man, that was 74-68. What a game that was, but I am still stoked about that Iowa beating Florida. This week, starting on the 26th, we have the 26th and 27th for the Sweet 16. We have 8 games lined up. They're going to be amazing games. The one I'm looking forward to the most is honestly Houston versus Illinois. I don't like Houston for the mere fact that they always beat Cincinnati. 100% they beat Cincinnati, always. And that's because they're a top team. They are that good. They came over with us from the AAC to the Big 12. They made their name the very first year. They went from bottom ranked to number 1. I can't complain. So I'm rooting for Houston just because they're part of the Big 12. I'd like to see them win. They've never won it, and it'd be awesome. Somebody brand new this year. That's one thing I love about March Madness. It's unpredictable. You can't decide who's going to win and who's not, because it can be an upset out of nowhere. That's what I love about college. NBA is way too predictable. Honestly, it is. We've talked about this. You've heard me talk about it. You know who's going to win. It's all based off of Vegas bets. And Vegas, in my mind, runs all of the major league, sports, whether it be baseball, even wrestling. I mean, daggone WWE now is in Vegas. How are you going to do that? That's just not right. But at the same time, I love March Madness because you don't know what to expect. With these games that we got coming up, you got Arizona versus Arkansas. That's a number 1 versus number 4. You got Texas versus Purdue. Number 11 versus number 2. Let's go Longhorns. Beat the snot out of Purdue. You got what people call good old blue. Michigan going against Alabama. I don't like either one of those teams. They can both get lost. I just don't want either one to win. Tennessee versus Iowa State, 6-2. Illinois and Houston, 3-2. Iowa and Nebraska, 9-4. Michigan State and UConn. Come on, UConn. I want to see UConn versus Houston in the final. That would be amazing. That's a 3 versus a 2. And then last but not least, the sleeper of always, and they're always in the top 8. Nobody knows how they make it, but St. John's versus Duke. Come on, St. John's, knock Duke out of the water. I do not want to see Duke make it. Nobody likes Duke unless if you're a Blue Devil fan. Other than that, it's like the Lakers. You're either a Laker fan or you're with the rest of the world, and you can't stand the Lakers. Well, I'm with the rest of the world, and I can't stand Duke. That's just the way it is. But that's March Madness, man. I'm looking so forward to it here in about 2 days. Let's get on to the topic at hand that I can't wait to talk about with POD. POD, let's talk this lockout and then let's talk about what we're looking forward to on games because we play against each other 3 times this season. And I can't wait.
We're talking WNBA this morning. I am so excited. I've always been a basketball fan, as you and I have discussed many times. That's my big thing. Pro. I've always leaned more pro than I have college or anything. I don't know why. It's just my preference. But in women's basketball, when Indiana got the team, I think that was around 97 maybe, Indiana Fever, when we got them. But when we got them, I came right out the gate being a fan. Just totally was a humongous fan of them. Tamika Catchings days were huge to me. Tiffany White days, all those. Then we went through the gap that we had the horrible season since we won the championship in 2012, and there's my little dog in the background checking on me. And this last couple years, the CC effect being Caitlin has brought so many new eyes to the W. And what a supreme talent she is, MVP of the FIBA games. Is that correct?
CC is going to be an amazing player this year as long as she can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
as long as we keep her healthy, it'll be hard to whoop us. It's going to be hard to whoop us this year. What I find interesting, though, now, the way the new CBA terms are, I was watching a little bit about that yesterday. They're going to have it set up so that you can afford one Supermax contract, one max contract, and then the rest being generalization contract. But even the general contracts for these players are so much larger than they ever had before. Congratulations, ladies. You all deserve it. Every one of them. I'm looking forward to some of my players. I'm looking forward to seeing play this year. Sophia Cunningham. My goodness, she's always a blast. Lexi Hall.
I can't wait. I mean, I've been a fan of the Las Vegas Aces since they formed in 2018.
Boston.
I was living in Las Vegas at the time. You know, I'm born and raised from Cincinnati, so we don't have many teams. We have college, we have baseball, and we have football. That's it. While I was living in Vegas, the Las Vegas Aces formed in 2018. I became an immediate fan because we won that same year. We took it all. We've done it 3 times now. I think 4 maybe.
Aces took the inaugural season for themselves?
What's that? What'd you say?
So the Aces won their inaugural season?
Yes. Yeah, the year that we got formed.
I said, so you're saying the Aces won their first season?
Yeah, we won the very first season. When they formed from Utah and moved from Utah to Las Vegas, that very first year we won. Same thing with the Las Vegas Golden Knights. They formed the very first year, they won. Back-to-back teams. I'm a fan of the Golden Knights too because Cincinnati ain't got a hockey team. I was out there when they formed that. Las Vegas came up with 2 amazing teams. Now they got the Raiders. I mean, Las Vegas is trying to become another, like any other big city and have multiple different major league teams. I'm not mad at that. But I am upset that they put the T-Mobile Arena right in the middle of the daggone strip. I mean, if you've never been to Las Vegas, on the Las Vegas Boulevard, it's normally nothing but casinos and hotels and a bunch of restaurants. No, now they got a football stadium sitting right in the daggone center. Talk about a hike. You have to walk around that thing to get from, I believe it's the Mirage Casino all the way around to Caesars. That's a long hike. You're talking at least a mile and a half. That football field is huge. But their basketball, I can't talk. The basketball stadium and hockey stadium are just as big. I mean, Las Vegas has came out amazing. And the fact that I'm looking forward to the Aces picking it off again this year, and the fact that we get to play against the Fever 3 times this year, oh man, listen, y'all ain't prepared for this. The weeks that the Fever and the Aces play, it's going to be off the chain because I'm not going to stop talking about how bad we beat those Fever. Because the Aces is going to come away with it. We're going to sweep them 3-0, and that's just how it's going to be. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's sports. And that's all I got for you today with Shelia Sports and Turtles. So, let's get back to the main topics at hand. Let's get our boy Shortcut on here. Let's get POD. Let's get Old Man Pappy back up on here. And let's have some fun. So,
Hey, that was great sports, man. Thank you.
man, I love my sports. I cannot wait for it to start. Honestly, I
I
can't
can
wait.
tell you,
What?
you have compassion for it.
What do we got, POD? About a month left? If that?
For what? Before W?
Oh,
Yeah, before the WNBA
First
starts?
game of the W is all April
here it is,
25th.
circling.
The actual
exactly a month.
first W,
So it's exactly 1 month away then.
the 25th, yes.
Because today's 23rd. So, yeah, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
We got 4 weeks until we start the WNBA. Man, that is insane. We got 4 weeks till we start the WNBA. Ugh.
Do you
The
know,
NFL draft is next month.
I don't want to
The
give
WNBA is next
details
month.
out, but April 25th, I'm so excited because you know how much I am a WNBA fan. And I have this friend that I've discussed with you guys in our friendships that I've never met face to face. I've only met this individual online, you know.
Like that.
And look, for those of you watching, it's very common that most of us are friends literally via FaceTime, but we never get the opportunity to meet face to face. Well, this particular friend of mine has decided they were going to come visit me. What day? The day the WNBA starts, the
Oh,
25th.
no.
I'm like,
It's meant to
man,
be.
No.
talk about testing friendship limits.
Bro, maybe
Right.
it's the good luck charm. Maybe it's meant to be.
It is, man.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I would say
I mean,
this friend's
basketball
good
might
luck
be a little bit
charm,
more
yeah.
important, but,
Yeah.
you know, we'll let this
So
one
it's
slide.
going to be interesting.
Let's talk about this new and upcoming thing that we're working on
I'm
behind the
breaking up
scenes.
so
We're not going to
bad
give the
today.
name away yet, but we've got something coming up big for the LBOC Podcast Network. It's a whole new show. It's being put together as we speak. We've been working on it all week, if not a little longer. POD and some of the ladies have been busting their butts on this, and I can't wait. You guys have no idea what you're in store for. This is going to give you the
What are
you're
we
gonna be
talking
able to
about?
see the world through our eyes.
The new
That's
project?
all I'm going to tell you. And it's going to give you so much of an
Are we talking
information
about our new
learning
project?
experience. Yes.
Oh,
The project,
okay.
the project
And,
that you
yeah, let's not
and-
give away that no more. Okay,
no, I'm not
no
giving
more
away
Steve
anything,
stuff.
but the
No
one
more.
that you and Velvet and Mac were working on, we got something in the works that's coming up huge. It's going to be great. That's all I'm going to say. We want to always talk about what's revamping and what's coming up and what's
It's going
new
to
in
be one of our best.
LBOC.
It's going to be our
Guys,
match.
we're always doing something to come up with new shows. If you've got a show that you want to be on, that you want to use our podcast network for, contact us. Honestly, we have ways to make it happen. We've got great. Let's do it. But make sure you stick around because when we come back, we got our man Starkey back. Let's see what he's got to say. But stay tuned after this commercial break. See you in a moment.
What commercial?
Just pick one. It don't matter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
So, before we went to break, we talked about weather. We talked about sports. Man, it sounds like a news
We
station. doesn't
did.
it? But now we have a thing for all of our people that love to talk to our man, Starkey. So,
Yeah.
he's always got those positive vibes. Let's hear what he's got for us this week.
It's time for Starkey's Positive Vibe.
Hey, y'all ready for some positive vibes? Let's do this thing, man. Yeah, come on. All right, let me ask you something. You ever replay that conversation in your head like it's a Netflix series? Season 4, episode 12. Why did they look at me like that? Did I say something wrong? Do they think I'm weird? Meanwhile, they're at home wondering if you think they're weird. We're all out here starring in our own physiological drama called Everybody's Judging Me. Hey, we're canceling that show today. Because here's the big truth. Most of the time, we think someone is judging us. We're actually judging ourselves. And then we create this imaginary version of them. Mean, critical, eye-rolling, talking trash. Basically a cartoon villain. And guess what? They're doing the same thing about you. So now, you got two people walking around scared of fake versions of each other. That's a little weird if you think about it. Here's a funny reality check. Let's be honest. Half the time, people aren't thinking about you at all. They're thinking, did I leave the stove on? Why did I say that dumb thing back in 2017? Do I look older today? Why does my knee keep making that popping noise when I stand up? You see, people are too busy worried about themselves to run a full-time judging you department. You're not a 24/7 headline in their brain. You're more like a passing notification they're flipping through, you know what I mean? It comes down to self-confidence. When we don't feel secure, our brain tries to protect us. So it assumes if I expect them to say bad things, I won't get hurt. But that's like wearing a raincoat indoors because it might rain next week. You're protecting yourself from a storm that isn't even happening. Confidence isn't thinking you're better than people. It's being okay with not being perfect in front of them. Here's a gentle gut check. Have you ever judged someone quickly that later realized you were wrong? Of course you have. We all have. So, if you can be wrong about people, why assume they're perfectly right about you? They don't know your heart. They don't know your struggles. They don't know your growth. They're just guessing. And guesses are not facts. Hey, try this. When you catch yourself thinking they must be thinking I'm blank, replace it with, I actually don't know what they're thinking. That one sentence gives your brain freedom because you stop writing stories without evidence. And here's the real power move. If you keep being your genuine self and someone still decides they don't like you, hey, that's information, not rejection. That just means they're not your people. You don't need everybody at your table. Some folks are only meant to pass by your restaurant in life. And that's okay, because confidence attracts the right crowd. Insecurities, they attract the wrong audience. Imagine if we could hear everyone's thoughts. You'd realize most people are thinking, I hope nobody notices this pimple on my face. Why did I wave back at someone who ain't even waving at me in the first place? I should have picked a different outfit than this. Nobody's really sitting there like, yes, let me analyze your life choices today. They're too busy analyzing their own. The moment you stop caring what people think, you start becoming the person people respect. Because authenticity is magnetic. Fake confidence is loud. Real confidence is calm. It says, this is me. Take it or leave it. I'm good either way. So next time you judge someone, remember how it feels when you think you're being judged. That empathy, that awareness, that's growth. And growth looks good on you. So here's your positive vibe takeaway. Stop creating villains in your head. Most people are just humans trying not to embarrass themselves. Be you, loudly and kindly and confidently. Because the people meant for your life won't need a fake version of you to stay. And the ones who don't see the real you, they were never your audience anyway. Here's your Starkey Positive Vibe reminder. You don't need their approval when you already have your own. Hey, now go out there, be boldly you, and let the right people notice and recognize your life. I'm Starkey. I gotta go.
Junior's Bar and Grill in Toccoa is open 7 days a week with the daily meat and 2 lunch special beginning every day at 11 a.m. along with a full menu. And when others close early at night, you can come by Junior's for the best wings, best barbecue, best seafood, and the best burgers in town because they're open until midnight. Great food, friendly service, the largest outdoor dining in the area, and owned by a local veteran.
This is Steve Black. Come and eat with us at Junior's Bar and Grill, Big A Road in Toccoa.
Welcome back, everybody. What a message from Starkey. Man, I love those positive messages that Starkey always gives us. The boy's got some great, great life insight. Seriously, when you're having a bad morning, he's there and he just perks you up. That smile, that that laugh, everything, and that. I'll tell you what, that thing is so addicting.
I absolutely love Starkey. His positive vibes are very positive, and he's very insightful. So it really makes you think about things. Starkey's a wonderful guy.
I agree. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us this morning, we've talked about the weather and how everything's caused, either destruction or better prayer life and faith in everybody because of the storms. We talked March Madness and WNBA. We heard from Starkey. Now it's time for some fun. We are going to talk about some of our favorite movies, how they remade them, whether they look great, whether we liked them or they didn't. Let's get into it. Man, I've been looking forward to this.
Yes.
My favorite movie intact. I'm ready to talk about it, but I'm going to let one of y'all go first. Pappy, I remember we were talking about what you wanted to bring up. I'm going to give you the stage, my man, for a quick moment.
Right.
Tell us what you liked about what they had at the beginning, and then what you like and dislike on how they remade it.
Some of my favorite movie remakes are Star Trek. Star Trek originally was the TV series was in the 1960s. William Shatner being Captain Kirk and such. And God bless William Shatner. He turned 95 yesterday, so he's still kicking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
that's an achievement in itself. That's crazy.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. But Star Trek is always one of my favorite franchises, both the old and the new. And I like the most recent movies too, with Christopher Pine and all that. And here are some other movie remake times. Some of the years and the names. I don't know if you remember The Fly. The original Fly was in 1958. They remade it in 1986 with Jeff Goldblum. And that was a very interesting remake. I don't know if you guys saw it or remake, but it was gory and dark, and it was excellent.
That sounds amazing.
The Thing was originally done in 1951. They remade it in 1982. It had more of the today's movie magic, if you will, and it was a gory movie, but a good one. One of my favorites was Ocean 11.
Oh, I love the Oceans movies. Yeah, the Oceans movies are one of my favorites, without a doubt. Those were a lot of fun.
The original was in 1960. They remade it in 2001 with George Clooney and the gang. The excitement there, those are so good.
Let's talk about that one for a moment. A lot of people didn't know that the Oceans movies were remade. I mean, they, like you said, they talked about it was what, what'd you say it was?
1960.
1960.
Yes.
My goodness. And then they remade it in what? 2000? Huh?
2001.
41 years later for a remake. That's insane. I mean, that's about as long as it was for the one I'm about to bring up here in a minute. But goodness gracious, that is insane. But let's talk actually about the difference of technology back then to now. Where back then you could tell it was, all cartoon. It was on slide projectors. And
a lot of things they really had to do the special effect. They had to do it manually.
Yeah, they had to do their
That
own
was-
special effects by hand.
Right.
They didn't have the
Right.
computer to make it flash and everything like that nature, you know.
Right.
They had to have a light on there and probably take a piece of paper and go like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, give you the strobe effect. You know what I'm
Remember
saying?
the very first Godzilla? I mean, it was a guy in a costume that was just.
Right.
It was a dude in a costume on Godzilla.
Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah, the very first Godzilla, like
Back in the 30s, yeah, that was that, yeah.
Yep.
He's
And he's had 11 remakes since then. I mean, 11.
Godzilla. Here's one of my favorite movies. It was
Why
originally
does
done in
Godzilla
19
get 11 remakes? That is insane.
Right? He's one of my favorite movies. And it was originally made in 1932, and the remake was in 1983. That's Scarface.
Hey, that was the year I was born.
Really? You make me feel old.
Godzilla was made the year I was born. Makes a lot of sense. I come in here causing mass destruction. I got all of this.
Scarface was awesome. It had Al Pacino in it, and he was badass. He was just, yeah. It was
Happy language. How
I'm
dare
sorry,
you?
He was a bad dude, man. He was a bad dude. He was great in that movie.
One of my favorites, my all-time favorite movie. If you don't know me, then I'm going to give you some insight on me. My all-time favorite movie I sent to POD a little while ago. They made the original film in 1951. The first time it was ever remade was 2010.
Yeah.
It went from a cartoon to a real-life version.
Oh, okay.
I am a diehard Alice in Wonderland fan. I love Alice in Wonderland. I'm not talking Johnny Depp. I'm talking the 1951 movie that it looked like the guy was on some crazy psychedelics that, you know, look at this. If you would hit play on that for me, I love this scene because it brings in my brothers.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Dear,
Right. I know what you're talking about now.
came this way.
I was thinking more of.
There they are. Look. It's my two baby brothers.
Not here.
Okay.
I wonder.
It's Twiddledee and Twiddledum.
Ah. Kind of like when people and I get together.
No.
If you guys have never seen this cartoon, I highly recommend that you get it. I mean, the fact that they're hitting each other going, come on. You're telling me kids ain't going to laugh at this?
Oh, sure.
Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen,
and I'm following.
we're going to be back here shortly, and I'm going to show you the difference between that Alice in Wonderland and the new one, and why I like the old one compared to the new one. But don't go anywhere. Get those coffee cups refilled. Get that creamer ready. Get that sugar in there, because when we come back, it's going to be sweet as all get out. Don't go nowhere.
Hi, my name is Deb Dion. I am a certified massage therapist. I'm also certified in prenatal massage, lymphatic drainage, fibromyalgia massage, certified reflexologist. I've been trained in positional relief. I also do energy work and many other things that help me out in one of the orthopedic practices I work for also. If you're interested in a massage or need some therapy work, you can book on massagebook.com, Uxbridge, listed under Elizabeth Day Spa. You can text or call me at 508-341-9327. Hope to see you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, we're talking movie remakes, the ones that we like, the ones that we dislike. Before we went to commercial break, we looked at the original Alice in Wonderland from 1951, my favorite all-time movie of the cartoons. When it comes to any of the Disney princesses or anything of that nature, I like the crazy ones. So Alice in Wonderland has been my favorite.
Awesome.
The cartoon has always been my favorite. The remake with Johnny Depp, not so much. Don't get me wrong. Johnny Depp made an amazing Mad Hatter. He did a great job at it. But he's not Mad Hatter. Because the Mad Hatter that was in the original 1951 movie was a tiny little man. Tiny, tiny little man. So you would think that they would create a midget or a dwarf to play Mad Hatter. No, they didn't. No. So for realistic part of me, that takes it away from me on the realism, right? However, the actors and actresses did an amazing job portraying it. POD, that scene that I sent to you for the second one from 2010.
We're not allowed to show it.
Oh, we're not.
We
Okay, well,
yeah, we got in trouble for showing the last one. They just sent us a warning. But the same with
I
the
apologize,
Peach
guys.
Yeah, but same concept with the Peach Dragon. The Peach Dragon movie, the original was a half cartoon, half movie. Very, very well, very entertaining movie. And a few years ago, they came out with the new version that had Robert Redford, I think, played in that. To be honest with you, but it was a phenomenal. It was its own movie. It didn't at all base off the cartoon. It was its own thing, but more realistic, more movie-like. So.
Yeah, I got another one. True Grit, originally made in 1969 by John Wayne and remade in 2010.
True Grit was a great movie, both of them, the original and the remake.
The original was kick-ass. It was great.
But you look at how far that technology has come now, and what they can do with it. Like even look at the Star Wars. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
Got better and better with each.
And the storyline, they're parts 4, 5, and 6, as I recall.
Yeah.
And then when they made parts 1, 2, and 3 years later, the parts 1, 2, and 3 look so much better. They had to go back and edit it up and do all the.
They had to revamp the entire original 3. I remember that. I thought they were going to destroy it when they did that, because I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars in and out. I wasn't a big fan of the Star Wars movies that were made in 1990. In the 90s, the episodes 1, 2, and 3.
My original ones were my favorite ones.
Don't get me wrong, Liam Neeson is a great actor, right? But for me, he didn't do it in Star Wars. He's more of action.
I would agree with that.
He's like, he's like a Jason Statham or a Sylvester Stallone. He's somebody that's always in an action movie, you know what I mean? But having him play a quiet Jedi, and then they had Samuel L. Jackson doing it too. And I was like, you know what? Okay. But go back to the originals. Oh man, I love those originals. You can't.
I agree with it. Here's another movie that's been made 3 times. It was made in 54, 76 with Barbara Streisand, and in 2018, Lady Gaga, and that is A Star Is Born. And each rendition had similarities, but each one had its own merit as well.
Yep, I get that. I agree. Now, the one that I really love, I don't know. Well, Pappy, you'll probably remember this. I'm sure you would as well, Shortcut. Back in the 61, there's a movie out nowadays that came out in the early 2000s. And it was a real life version of this cartoon. I grew up on this cartoon from diapers all the way up until teenage years. Underdog.
Yeah.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Yeah.
I love Underdog.
Yes.
Yeah, Underdog's here to save the day. He had his blue cape on, his trousers and everything. And they came out and they turned him into a beagle. Huh?
The ring, the
the gold ring. Yeah. I mean, they turned around and made it into a real life movie where it was a dog that was an actual dog, and it was a beagle, and he could talk, kind of like the Cats and Dogs movie,
Yeah.
But they had a beagle flying around. I'm like, man, no, that's not right. If you're going to put Underdog in there, do me a favor and put the right dog in there. You got to have the floppy ears, and they got to be black, and the dog's got to be all tan. Not different colors and whatnot.
I love Underdog, the cartoon. I love Underdog, the cartoon.
The cartoon was amazing, and they were only like 6-minute little clips. You got this tiny, tiny little dog busting through a wall, and then oh man, I loved it. I loved Underdog, and the story behind it, the enthusiasm, the character taught the kids to be able to stand up for themselves, even though that they're small, or they're the ones that are the runts, or they feel like they're nerds or whatever. Right. Underdog gave them a reason to stand up and be themselves. It gave me all the confidence I needed. I loved it. Absolutely. We
I
got
just like
time
to
to talk
see
about
this.
one more. Let's get
I
one
like
more
to
good
see-
one in, and we're going to hear
How
from
about-
our favorite lady, Miss Kim, afterwards.
How about
But
the
let's get
movie-
one more good one in.
How about the
What's your
movie
favorite?
It?
Say again, Pappy.
The movie It came out in 1990, redone in 2017 by Stephen King.
The name of the movie again. You broke in and out.
It, I-T.
It. Oh, yes. Pennywise. It.
Yeah.
Yes. Now we're talking horror movies. I love that.
Yeah.
We're talking clowns. We're talking. We all flow down here. Yeah, buddy. I bet you do. Oh, my goodness. It and Pennywise and Stephen King.
Yeah.
That was an amazing movie when it came out.
It was.
It turned everybody against clowns. Don't get me wrong. It turned me on to clowns. I love clowns.
Yeah. I ended
when
up.
what was it? It 2 came out. It wasn't as good.
No.
When they made the second one, but then they turned around and did a remake. Boy, I tell you, the creepiness they made out of that remake compared to what we had back in the 80s, 90s is all night and day.
It came out in 1990, and the remake came out in 2017. So
that thing's made for nightmares. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
You ever seen a clown made out of a spider legs? You had a spider with clown head on it. Dude,
Yeah.
that was creepy as all get out. And his head turned upside down. No, thank you. Nope. I like spiders. I like clowns. They are not meant to be put together. Nope. Talk about things that nightmares will create. Oh, my goodness. Well, ladies and gents, it's about that time.
Yeah.
We love all of y'all. Thank you for being with us today. We are going to go with one last commercial break. When we come back, we're going to hear the wisdom from our old man, DJ Pappy, and we're going to call it a morning. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy Kim's Cups, and we'll be right back after this.
Kim's Cups and more. Get just what you're asking for. Cups and more. Customizes it, make it yours. If you'd like a pricing list, you can just go on and request it at Kim's Cups. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com.
Hi, this is Kim from Kim Cups and More. I make cups, canvas bags, pens, Kindle inserts. I do some custom orders. You can order online, and I do ship.
Kim's Cups and more. Get just what you're asking for. Cups and more. Customizes it, make it yours. If you'd like a pricing list, you can just go on and request it at Kim's Cups. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com. That's Kim's Cups 701 at gmail.com.
Hello, everybody. It's time for a little bit of Pappy's Ponders. Modern day movie remakes have become a defining and also often divisive part of today's film culture. On one hand, they tap into the nostalgia, reintroducing beloved stories to new generations with updated visuals, diverse casts, and contemporary sensibilities. Think of how live-action adaptations or reboots of classic franchise promise to blend familiarity with fresh appeal, a move that studios see as a safer bet in uncertain movie landscapes. But the same safety is also where criticism begins. Many argue that Hollywood's reliance on remakes reflects a creative stagnation, recycle stories replacing original voices and new ideas. When a remake merely polishes the surface, swapping CGI for practical effects or modernizing a few points, it risks feeling hollow, a reminder of what was once special rather than something that's new to love. Still, not all remakes are guilty of this. Some, the interpretation can be revelatory. The filmmakers use the old as a lens for the present. A thoughtful remake doesn't just replicate it, it reimagines it, offering commentary on how culture, technology, or values have changed since the original time. Ultimately, the question isn't whether remakes are good or bad, it's whether that they add conversation. The difference between a remake that resonates and one that disappoints often comes down to the purpose. Are you watching a recycled product or a story reborn for the era that we live in? Just think about your favorite movies that we discussed today. I'm sure there are many more that you love the old, but you love the new one better, or vice versa. But still, in your heart, you love the movie. So think about the wonderful times you have watching movies with loved ones, popcorn, and a nice cold Coke with family around and watching your favorite movie. Doesn't get better than that. And that's my Pappy Ponder for this week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Rise and grind, it's that time. Morning sun, coffee chime.